We have a couple things to mention.
Hey, morning, everybody. So, a couple of things. Obviously, with COVID, things are different, and we worked really hard. Heather and Don and I, with our leadership, we've been working to try to come up with some ways that we can make it happen. Being responsible, not wanting to be reckless, but making sure that we're reaching out and loving you guys really well and providing a safe place, but a fun place and a good place for the kiddos to learn. So, as Heather said, Shine is coming back September 16th. We really need you to fill out registration forms. These are going to be available in person here at the church for the next couple of weeks. And also, we're going to post it online. We have to have you register and fill that out. That's really important. That's crucial. With the changes with COVID and coronavirus, we just need to make sure we know who's coming. And so we have plans for how many in each room. The way our building is going to be set up is going to depend a lot on how big each class is. So on the registration forms, and as I'm going to share now, you'll see that there are a couple of changes. And I want you to know that these are hard on us. We want Shine to be Shine. But that's just not real practical right now. That's not real possible as we want it to be. And so we're going to do our best to make it a good place, a safe place, a fun place. But there are some changes. The biggest change that we are going to have this year is that we are not going to provide transportation as of now for our fall semester of Shine. That was really a tough decision, I think, for us. Probably that I mentioned on Sunday, if you get me talking about it enough, I'll probably get pretty emotional about it because we've just shared. Like we know that means that we won't have as many of you coming because some of you aren't able to do that. That is just the way that we feel best right now to handle the management of that, is to not have a whole bunch of kids on a bus coming out here after the schools tried hard to maintain some of that space. So we are not providing transportation as of now for Fall Shine. So we know that changes. I'm going to miss my time up at the top of the hill. We're going to miss the check-in and all the fun. But for now, this is our best way to make sure we can have something instead of not having it at all. So there will not be any transportation. The second big thing that we need you to do is we are going to ask you to confirm on a weekly basis that your kid is coming. One of the things that we've got to do our best to do is maintain our space and to make sure that we're not getting overwhelmed by that. So knowing who's coming really helps us manage that. So that's why the registration is super important. And as a part of registration, we will then add you to the Remind app. If your kid plays sports, you've probably been on one similar. Basically what it does is it allows us to send out messages to you in a group format, but it allows you to respond to us individually. And so what we're going to do is each week we will send out a, hey, it's time to register for Shine today, or it's time to confirm for Shine for this week. And so then we need you to just say yes. We need you to write back, yes, Johnny is coming. Yes, Jimmy is coming. No, Susie is not coming, that kind of thing. So we can have a number of that. Hopefully, as things get going, that'll be a pretty smooth thing, very similar to practices in sports or whatever it might be. The third thing is masks are encouraged. If you want your kid to wear a mask, that is by all means, that's encouraged. We're good with that. We want you to know that we're going to do our best to support and encourage that, but we are not requiring masks. We've been operating that way as a church, that we feel that we want to encourage you to wear masks, but you certainly are not required or mandated that you have to do that. And we want you to know that on both ends, right? We want you to know that, one, you can wear them and that is fine, but also that there's going to be a lot of kids that are not wearing them. And so we want you to be aware of that. We're not going to have a conversation with you about that. That's just our stance and where we're at with that. And so we want you to know that information on the front end. We are doing things a little different. Kids are not going to be rotating station to station this year. They're going to be in one stationary place. So, for example, the 4th through kindergartners might be in our gym the whole time, or they might be in our big classroom, or they might be in the foyer or in the auditorium. But that class will be with that class only. So in some ways, it's similar to school where they're trying to keep the kids more stationary, not putting them all going through the gym or all of them being there. That doesn't mean they won't have games. It doesn't mean they won't have activities. What it means is that the snack will be brought there. It means the game will be played there. And as best as we can, especially in the fall, we're going to be outside doing some of that. And so if it's a nice day, we might be set up in 4 corners of the parking lot and doing it that way. But they will be as a class together. I think that's mostly all the new changes. Again, the registration is the huge part of that, either in paper or through online. We need you to fill out the registration to confirm for both Club 56 and for Shine that is happening. Again, by all means, if your kid is sick, please keep them home. We want to maintain a safe and healthy environment as best as we can and provide an opportunity for your kids to learn and grow. So turn it back over to Heather for a sec.
And like Brad said, we're super sad that it can't be Shine like it used to be, but we're super excited that we can have Shine and that we're able to spend time with your kiddos. So with that being said, make sure you register, make sure you do the Remind check-ins, and I guess that's kind of it, right?
Yeah, spread the word. It's going to be a shorter season, but it's going to be a special season. And we are looking forward to loving your kids well and hanging out with them and growing together in Christ. And so get the registrations in, spread the word, share the love, and be praying for us. And we'll be praying for you. We love you all. We care about you. Have a super awesome, amazing day. Peace out. Deuces. Awkward pause.